This is a series of videos in which Philip Maris interviews Dr. John Ricketts, the author of the book Exceeding the Goal: Adventures in Strategy, Information Technology, Computer Software, Technical Services, and Goldratt's Theory of Constraints. The theory of constraints or constraints management begins step one by identifying the constraint. Can architecture be a constraint in an organization? Maybe you could define for me or describe for me what is architecture. It's a very clear term for somebody who's like myself, who's not an expert in IT.
As IT environments become larger and more complex, IT architecture becomes a necessary condition for dealing with that size and complexity. So let's talk about architecture vis-a-vis constraint management. In common usage, the term architecture refers to the design and construction of buildings or other structures that are at least functional but oftentimes also have aesthetic appeal. In IT, architecture refers to the design and implementation of technology that fulfills requirements, which may be functional and aesthetic. Despite this apparent similarity in meaning, there's not really much in common between building architecture and IT architecture. An architect in one domain would be lost in the other. IT architecture is meant to reduce complexity and ensure interoperability because IT has many parts that must work together. Thus, IT architects may specialize in architecture for hardware or software, networks, or data. Enterprise architecture, on the other hand, is a holistic view of strategy, business processes, software applications, computing infrastructure, and technical services. IT architecture is often implemented through frameworks. At the conceptual level, a framework is guiding principles and standard practices. At the implementation level, a framework is pre-written code that provides a foundation to build software applications on. Which takes us back to the question of, can IT architecture be the constraint? And the answer is no. There's no way to use an architecture or a framework to manage what IT produces. IT architecture isn't itself a constraint, but like a factory layout with machine specifications, architecture can determine where the constraint is. IT architecture is therefore instrumental in relocating and improving IT constraints.
So in this part of the series, we've been discussing where the constraints could be in information technology, right? Whether it's in hardware, software, skills, data. And in the next video, we'll be looking at something completely different, which is the portfolio of projects in IT and how can constraint management or the theory of constraints help with that.